Hello, everyone. I hope that everyone is safe and healthy. Today, I will be talking about my test in becoming a black belt in a martial art called Muay Do. Before I even began the process in testing to become a black belt, there were many months of training to get ready for the black belt pre-test to see whether or not I was ready to test for the actual black belt test. The training mainly consisted of form practices, self-defenses, nunchuck forms, oral history about Muay Do, and board breaking. I usually practiced around 2 to 3 hours twice a week to prepare myself for the pretest. When the day of the pretest came, I was nervous, mainly because me and other people who were taking the pretest with me were being watched by a live audience. However, I made sure that my nervousness didn't get to me and I was able to pass my pretest along with everyone I was with. After the pretest, I trained a couple more months and then came the day where my black belt test began. The black belt test was probably the most intense I've ever felt because not only was it because it's my black belt test, but because the test is going to be at headquarters and going to be watched by Grandmaster Tiger Yang, who was the man who started Muay Do. At the beginning of the test, I bowed to the judges and started doing my form, self-defense, and nunchuck forms with ease. However, the hard part in the test was board breaking and the oral history about Muay Do. As I was breaking my boards, there was a certain point where I had to jump over a person to break a wooden board with a sidekick. The first time I attempted this, I wasn't able to break the board. Luckily, the second attempt I managed to break the board. After breaking boards, I then began to perform the oral history of Muay Do, word for word. During the oral test, one of the judges would call on someone and they would perform the oral. But then they would cut off that person at a certain point and have another person continue from where that person had left off. However, many months before the test, I had managed to memorize the entire oral beforehand, so I knew I was ready to perform it. Once me and the other people I was testing with were finished, the judges and Grandmaster made their commentary on how well we did. Grandmaster had said that he could tell that we worked very hard in our training and that we were one of the best groups of black belt testers that he had seen, which made me very pleased. I then passed my black belt test and I became a official black belt. Now I am not only a black belt, but I am proud to say that I am also now a second degree black belt. Thank you for watching.